Alright, this is a review on the little inflatable dinghy I got off Amazon. It's a Bestway Caspian 7-foot by 6-inch. It says it's 2-man, but it's actually more like 1-man for a full-size adult. You might be able to get 2 younger kids in here, but overall it's more or less a little tight for 2 adults. Anyway, I threw a little motor on there. It's pretty solid. It plywood motor mount, plywood floor. Just kind of give you a peek of how solid it is. I can actually stand up in it, and I've actually moved around on it as well while it's in motion. So it's a little small, but for 1-man, it's actually not too bad. Has nice ropes. I put this anchor lock on it. Just screwed right into the seat's plywood as well. And then I added a little battery box. Battery goes in there. As far as the battery goes for the trolling motor, it's a little bit smaller. It's a 12 volt, 35 amp per hour, which isn't really too small for it, but some people might prefer like a deep cycle marine battery, which this is a marine battery, but it's on the smaller end, but it works out pretty good. I've ran the Minn Kota Endura C240. I've been out here for about 4.5 hours, and I haven't really had any battery drain off, so I've been bouncing around all throughout this lake. This is Lake Rossiger in Washington State. It's a pretty big lake. It's actually kind of 3 lakes in one, so I've actually gone all the way around the whole lake all morning. And my reason for getting this was because I have a float tube, and I'm just kind of tired of paddling around. I can't quite get to all the spots that I'd like to. You know, it's hard to kind of get in and out of it if you have to, constantly go to the bathroom. I like to drink a couple beers while I'm out fishing, so yeah, this definitely makes it easier to kind of get in and get out and get back to shore and use facilities. Anyway, for $365 off Amazon, I'm pretty happy with it. Like I said, the only complaint that I've had issues with it is it's a little small. I was hoping to kind of get my dog in here, which if I was to bring him in here, he's a smaller dog, it'd be real tight. But just for a solo person trying to go out and do a little fishing, or kind of cruise around the lake, it's not bad. It's like I said, it's real solid. It's easy to fill up. It comes with an air pump, and the other reason why I bought it is because it's really easy storable. It folds up real nicely. It's about, I'd say about maybe 34 inches by 16 when it's all folded up. So that makes it real nice, and it's not too heavy. It's actually pretty lightweight. 1-man can carry it and move it around just fine. So, and the material is pretty tough. I was actually really impressed with how solid the material is. Anyway, with the motor mounted and everything like that, we'll see how fast it goes. It's not too bad actually. So I'll kind of get going before I dock in. Unfortunately, it wasn't a very good day fishing, but calendar had a 15% strike rate, so there's no surprise there. Anyway, this is a 5-speed, and once you hit that 5th gear, you kind of feel that little kick, and it cruises around pretty well. So I'm pretty happy with it. It's a lot better than throwing on waders and flippers and kicking around. I can get a lot more areas and get about going much better than I did on the float tube. So I've been using a float tube for well over 10 years with my dad, and both him and I are both at that point where we just don't want to deal with it anymore. So for $400 altogether, I'm pretty happy with it. So I might have to put a little money into a trolling motor and battery, but overall it's definitely something I would suggest buying if you're wanting to do a little bit of fishing and get around a lot easier. So one thing is that the state of Washington, as long as I'm not on federal waters and I don't have a motor over 10 horsepower, I don't have to register it. So that's kind of a plus as well. Anyway, enjoy the video, and hopefully this helps anybody that's kind of on the borderlines of buying this boat or a boat similar to it. Other boats similar to it, they'll call out like a 230, like the VMR, some of the Saturns. 230, it's about the same length, and then kind of goes up from there. If you're going for a two-person boat, definitely look into a like a 260 or 280. Probably a lot more room there and be a little bit more comfortable going, but overall, for one man, this is plenty good. So anyways, hope you enjoy, and like the video and give any suggestions if you can. Thanks, bye.